The Kevar, an alien species renowned across the galaxy for their factual programming and educational broadcasts, decide it's time to push boundaries. Tired of the traditional approach, they yearn for something new, reality TV. After analyzing several planets, Earth emerges as their prime target. Human unpredictability, boundless creativity, and love for dramatics are irresistible. The crew, led by Kevar director Ilrex and his assistant Trex, soon realizes they've bitten off more than they can chew. They're contestants, the most unpredictable men they could have chosen. Ilrex shifted his multiple eyes across the screen in his control room. Earth's signal broadcasts were chaotic yet captivating. The humans exhibited a talent for drama that no other species could match. After rigorous selection, he'd pinpointed 5 male humans for his cast, each one more eclectic than the last. Trex scanned the briefing. "So this group of bachelors will live in a habitat we set up, correct?" "Exactly," Ilrex replied. "Humans live in groups. They bicker. They sabotage. They're perfect for entertainment. Our cameras are ready to capture everything they do." The cast assembled. Devin, a competitive lawyer with a flair for arguing over cereal brands. Marcus, a fitness fanatic who loved flexing as much as breathing. Tim, an artist with an unbreakable bond to his vintage guitar. Frank, a conspiracy theorist on high alert, even for microwaves. And Leo, a quiet guy with a knack for disappearing mid-conversation. Trex monitored the screens, analyzing each human's personality quirks. "What are they doing now?" he asked. "Well," Ilrex squinted at the screen. "Frank is examining the vents for hidden cameras, which we obviously planted, while Devin is challenging Marcus to a push-up contest." The aliens' plan was to introduce mild challenges to the group, prompting spontaneous human reactions. Ilrex had seen how quickly humans could devolve into chaos over petty issues, and he planned to capitalize on every moment. "Tonight," Ilrex announced through the intercom, "you must prepare a meal together." Frank was the first to speak up. "All right, but I'm telling you they put chemicals in the salt." "I'll use the pepper. No chemicals in that." Marcus shook his head, patting his protein shaker. "I don't do carbs. My body is my temple." Devon, ever the instigator, rolled his eyes. "Marcus, we're making spaghetti. Everyone eats carbs." Ilrex and Trex watched with bated breath as the humans bickered over ingredients. Leo, ever the quiet observer, slipped out to make a sandwich, completely unnoticed. When it was finally time to eat, the spaghetti was charred, and everyone was still hungry. Ilrex noted the humans' tendency to argue over small details, make bizarre dietary demands, and generally complicate a simple task. It was gold. One day, Ilrex instructed Trex to plant a small container of treasure under one of the couch cushions in the main room. The humans were told that whoever found it would receive an unspecified luxury reward. Chaos erupted as soon as the clue was announced. Devin immediately began patting down the couch, only for Marcus to grab the other end, lifting it as though performing a deadlift. In the background, Tim strummed his guitar, humming a tune about the golden secrets of the universe. Frank, eyes narrowed, muttered, "They're watching us too closely. This is a trap." He leaned into the nearest camera, broadcasting his theory to the Kevar crew. Trex sighed. "They really believe someone is conspiring against them." "Exactly," Ilrex replied. "This is why humans are fascinating. They suspect everything." After a day of searching, Leo finally found the container. He opened it, revealing a single chocolate bar. He took one bite, shrugged, and left the rest on the counter, sparking a fresh argument among the group. Eager to create a cooperative challenge, Ilrex arranged a ropes course in the backyard. Each human had to trust his partner to guide him across the course blindfolded. Marcus and Devin paired up, naturally trying to outdo each other. Devin, blindfolded, tried to convince Marcus to let him do the heavier lifting. Meanwhile, Frank and Leo were paired, which led to Frank's running commentary on the probable hidden lasers in the course, while Leo nodded, barely speaking a word. At one point, Tim tripped over his own shoelaces, tumbling headfirst into the soft ground. The whole group erupted in laughter, especially Marcus, who dramatically pointed and doubled over, barely breathing from laughing too hard. In that moment, the Kevar crew saw an emotion they hadn't anticipated, spontaneous joy. They just laugh at each other's pain," Trex stammered, bewildered. "It seems to form a bonding experience," Ilrex suggested, scratching his tentacle thoughtfully. By the end of the second week, tempers flared. The cumulative effect of personality clashes, bizarre challenges, and Leo's sandwich-making escapades had reached a boiling point. "Why is Leo never around?" Devin shouted. "He just vanishes." Maybe he's hiding in the vents, Frank muttered darkly, eyeing the ceiling. Exasperated, Ilrex spoke over the intercom, trying to cool the tension. Humans, why not express your grievances openly? Honesty promotes trust. Tim took the advice seriously. Guitar in hand, he began strumming a heartfelt song, My Broken Reality Show Heart, while singing lyrics about betrayal and sandwiches. Frank muttered to Marcus, This whole setup's a psychological experiment, and I'll prove it. Watching Ilrex and Trex exchanged glances, we underestimated their suspicion and their need for melodrama. Ilrex sighed, tentacles drooping in defeat. One evening, Frank, Devon, and Marcus devised a breakout plan. Armed with a spatula and an old mop they'd found in the supply closet, they barricaded the kitchen door and attempted to decode their way out. It's not about getting out. It's about sending a message, Frank declared, tapping at the door in Morse code. They need to know we won't be controlled. Leo wandered in midway through their escape plan, holding a cup of tea. He observed for a moment before calmly walking out, unbothered by the commotion. Trex, watching the scene, was baffled. They think they're prisoners. It appears so, Ilrex replied, chuckling. They'd rather imagine themselves as part of some grand resistance. It's fascinating. For the finale, Ilrex set up a reflection room where each contestant was encouraged to share their experiences on camera. What they hadn't expected was just how heartfelt and absurd the humans' reflections would be. Devon sat, arms folded. I came in to win, but what I really gained was a sense of perspective. He glanced at Marcus, and maybe a grudging respect for Marcus's muscle obsession. Tim, guitar in hand, strummed softly. We were strangers, but we became a family, he sang, eyes closed, lost in his own lyrics. Marcus flexed his biceps as he spoke. I'm stronger because of this journey, mentally and physically. He turned to the camera. If you're watching this, hit me up for training tips. When it was Frank's turn, he leaned into the camera, conspiratorial. There are things they don't want you to know, but I'm onto it. This show is proof. He tapped the side of his nose knowingly. Leo sat down, sipped his tea, and simply said, It's been interesting, before quietly leaving the room. Ilrex and Trex, overwhelmed, decided they had all the footage they needed and more. The Kevar aired the show across the galaxy, expecting modest views. But the humans' antics created a sensation. The galactic audience was captivated by humanity's chaotic brilliance, eccentric humor, and bizarre loyalty to each other in the face of absolutely mundane challenges. The episode, titled Frank and the Conspiracy Microwave, went viral within hours. Trex, amazed, turned to Ilrex. They loved it. The whole galaxy is watching. Humans, they're the most entertaining beings we've ever filmed, Ilrex replied with satisfaction. For the next season, the Kevar didn't need to look far. Humanity was more than ready to sign up. And the Kevar, now reality TV aficionados, were eager to capture it all, one unpredictable, absurd moment at a time.